In the peaceful town of Brookhaven, a place where everyone knew each other by name, tragedy struck in the most unexpected way. Kailee McMullen, a bright and vibrant 23-year-old, was found murdered in her apartment on the night of October 12th, 2024. What followed was a chilling investigation that would uncover secrets, lies, and a web of deception that shocked an entire community. Kailee McMullen was the kind of person who lit up every room she walked into. Born in 2001, she grew up in Brookhaven, a small but close-knit community in Northern California. Friends and family described her as ambitious, kind-hearted, and fiercely independent. She had recently graduated from college with a degree in journalism and was starting her dream job at a local newspaper. Kailee was my sunshine. She was always so full of life, always ready to help anyone in need. She had big dreams, and she was just starting to make them come true. Kailee had moved into her first apartment just 6 months before her murder. She was excited about her newfound independence, but little did she know, danger was lurking closer than anyone could have imagined. Detectives from the Brookhaven Police Department immediately launched an investigation. Their first step was to interview those closest to Kailee. Interview with Detective Marcus Reed. When we arrived at the scene, it was clear this wasn't a random act of violence. Whoever did this knew Kailee, and they wanted to send a message. The first breakthrough came when investigators retrieved Kailee's text messages. In the days leading up to her murder, she had been receiving threatening messages from an unknown number. The texts read, "You'll regret what you've done, and you can't hide forever." The messages led detectives to question Kailee's ex-boyfriend, Ryan Matthews, who had a history of volatile behavior. "I didn't kill her. Yeah, we had our issues, but I'd never hurt Kailee. She meant the world to me." Ryan's alibi that he was working a late shift at a local diner checked out. Investigators were back to square one. As detectives dug deeper, they uncovered a darker side to Kailee's seemingly perfect life. She had been working on an investigative piece about corruption within the local government. Kailee told me she was onto something big. She said she'd uncovered evidence that could ruin some powerful people, but she wouldn't tell me the details. One name kept appearing in her research: Richard Calloway, a wealthy businessman with ties to the mayor's office. Calloway had been accused of shady dealings in the past, but had always managed to evade charges. When questioned, Calloway denied any involvement in Kailee's murder, but his hostility raised suspicions. Calloway was combative during our interview, but we couldn't find any concrete evidence linking him to the crime. It was frustrating, to say the least. Just when the case seemed to be going cold, a new lead emerged. A neighbor reported seeing a suspicious figure near Kailee's apartment on the night of the murder. The description matched a local handyman, Eric Henson, who had done repairs in the building. Henson initially denied any involvement, but forensic evidence told a different story. His fingerprints were found on the torn fabric at the crime scene, and DNA evidence linked him directly to Kaylee's murder. When we confronted Henson with the evidence, he finally confessed. He claimed that Kaylee had discovered something incriminating about his past and threatened to expose him. Kailee McMullen's life was cut tragically short, but her legacy lives on. Her courage to seek the truth and her passion for justice inspired everyone who knew her. While her killer has been brought to justice, the questions she sought to answer remain a reminder of the importance of accountability and transparency. In memory of Kailee McMullen, may her light continue to shine.